shelf behind the winter coats, covered in a layer of gray, and words I never wrote. It doesn't look like much right now, just cardboard and some tape, but heavy is the hand that holds the things we can't escape. I trace the edges with my thumb. I know I shouldn't look. It's like reading the ending of a half-forgotten book. It's just a box of shadows that I keep underneath the light, a collection of your silence that keeps me up at night. I lock away the sunshine just to keep the darkness true. Yeah, it's just a box of shadows, but every shadow looks like you. There's a ticket stub from August and a key that fits no door, a ghost of barely laughter echoing across the floor. I try to throw it out sometimes, leave it on the street, but hurting is the only way to make the memory sweet. So I trace the edges with my thumb, and hesitation grows. The wind is howling at the glass, the window never close. It's just a box of shadows that I keep underneath the light, a collection of your silence that keeps me up at night. I lock away the sunshine just to keep the darkness true. Yeah, it's just a box of shadows, but every shadow looks like you. If I open up the lid, the room will fill with gray. If I let the shadows out, would they finally fade away? Or would they swallow me whole? Would they swallow me whole? Tape back on the seal, I place it on the shelf. I'll keep the shadows inside there to save them from myself. Just a box of shadows, just you, just you. The coffee mug is sitting exactly where you left it. The way you tie your shoes is still the same. I'm searching for a glitch, a sign that I imagined it, but every movement answers to your name. You smiled at the waiter, a polite and practiced grin, the kind you used to give to people you'd never see again. It's a cruel kind of magic, a trick of the light, to see my whole world sitting in plain inside, but the warmth is gone, leaving not a trace. And I'm sitting with a stranger with your face. Yeah, I'm talking to a stranger with your face. You asked me how I've been, like checking off a list, like I'm an old acquaintance you barely even missed. I remember how you breathe when you are fast asleep. I know the secrets that you promised you would keep. But looking in your eyes is like looking at a wall. It's like you never really knew me at all. Did you kill the part of you that loved me? Or did it die the day you walked away? Is he buried underneath that casual display? Or was he never really there anyway? It's a cruel kind of magic, a trick of the light, to see my whole world sitting in plain sight. But the warmth is gone, leaving not a trace. And I'm sitting with a stranger face to face. You look like him. You sound like him. Who are you? The ivy's climbing up the walls we built to keep the world at bay. The ceiling's cracking under heavy guilt, and the sky is turning gray. I'm walking through the wreckage of the hall where we used to dance all night. Now the dust is dancing in the stall of the fading sunset light. They say Rome wasn't built in a day, but God, it didn't take us long to break. I tried to hold the pillars in their place, but I couldn't stop the shake. Oh, look at us now, standing in the rubble of a holy vow. We burned it down, but the fire was gold, the greatest story that was never told. Yeah, it's tragic and it's broken and we're lost, but I'm still counting up the cost of these beautiful ruins, these beautiful ruins. There's a photograph lying on the floor, glass shattered on your face. I don't think I can love you anymore, but I can't leave this place. There is majesty in how we fell apart, like a castle inside out, a monument to a hollow heart, and a masterpiece of doubt. They say time is supposed to heal the pain, but time is just the wind and the rain. A road and never sharp edge of the stone until I am here alone. Oh, look at us now, standing in the rubble of a holy vow. We burned it down, but the fire was gold, the greatest story that was never told. Yeah, it's tragic and it's broken and we're lost, but I'm still counting up the cost Let the flowers grow in every crack. Let the moss cover up the name. I wouldn't change a thing about the flame. It's quiet here now. The roof is gone. I can see the stars. It's quiet here now. I'm tracing over all the scars. We made a mess, but it was the best. Beautiful ruins. Don't look at the cloud on the wall. I've turned it around so it faces the pain. If we don't see it fall, does the sand fall at all? Or are we just sinners pretending we're saints? The coffee is cold in your cup, but you haven't moved to get up. 'Cause we know the moment you walk through that door, we aren't us anymore. We're living on borrowed time, and the debt is coming due. I'd sell my soul for a distinct line where I don't have to lose you. We're stealing seconds from the hourglass, praying the sunrise won't come to pass. Spending a fortune we don't possess in this beautiful temporary mess of borrowed time. Memorize the lines of your hand, the way that the light catches gray in your hair. I'm building a castle on sinking sand, trying to act like I don't really care. That the meter is running, the ticket is bought. I'm holding my breath so I don't get caught crying in front of you. 'Cause we're living on borrowed time, and the debt is coming due. I'd sell my soul for a distinct line where I don't have to lose you. We're stealing seconds from the hourglass, praying the sunrise won't come to pass. Spending a fortune we don't possess in this beautiful temporary mess of borrowed time. They say it's better to love and to lose, but they never stood in my shoes. They never had to give you back while the sky was fading to black. So just hold me until the time is up. The city turned the gold lights on tonight. They're hanging wreaths on every street light. I'm walking past the cafe where we met, with a coffee that I haven't finished yet. The steam is rising up into the gray. It's funny how the colors fade away when you aren't here to tell me which is which. Now everything is just a glitch. People laughing in their heavy coats. I'm reading through our old saved notes, trying to find the moment where it broke. Now the snow is falling sideways, and I'm lost inside the holidays. Every carol sounds a little off-key since you took the melody from me. The calendar is running out of time, and I'm guilty of the same old crime, looking for a ghost I can't undo. It's just another December without you. I bought a sweater that I'll never wear, just 'cause I like the color on you there. My mother asked me if I'm coming home. I tell her that I'd rather be alone. The fire's warm, but I can feel the draft. I miss the way you threw your head back when you laughed. Now silence is the loudest sound I know, buried underneath the winter snow. People toasting to the coming year. I'm still stuck in the one right here, wishing I could make you reappear. 'Cause the snow is falling sideways, and I'm lost inside the holidays. Every carol sounds a little off-key since you took the melody from me. The calendar is running out of time, and I'm guilty of the same old crime, looking for a ghost I can't undo. It's just another December without you. Does it snow where you are now? Do you miss the way the silence gets so loud? Or is it only me who feels the freeze bringing me down to my knees? revealing things I missed, pale squares of blue where the pain looks new. In a room that's turned to mist, I packed the books, I folded the clothes, I swept the dust away. But I couldn't touch the gallery we built from day to day. Now the glass is on the floor like ice that didn't melt. I'm tracing outlines with my thumb of feelings that I felt. Now I'm living in a house of empty picture frames, holding on to nothing but the echoes of our names. You took the smiles, you took the light, you took the scenery, and left the hollow wooden border staring back at me. Just empty picture frames, framing nothing but the gray. I try to put a poster up to cover up the space, but it looked like a lie, a cheap disguise over a sacred place. It's funny how the border stays when the center part is gone, defining just how big the hole is that I'm standing on. And the nail is still stuck in the wall, rusted and distinct, a hook that catches every tear before I even blink. Now I'm living in a house of empty picture frames, holding on to nothing but the echoes of our names. You took the smiles, you took the light, you took the scenery, and left the hollow wooden border staring back at me. Just empty picture frames, framing days. I should take them down, throw the timber in the fire, burn the museum down, burn the memorial pyre. But I'm afraid that if the walls are blank, I'll forget you were a liar. The sun goes down on the wallpaper, the shadows start to creep. I leave the borders on the wall and cry myself to sleep. Just empty picture frames, just wood and space. The glass slipped from my hand, I watched it fall. It took an hour to land against the wall. I saw the shards fly like dust in the air. I saw saw the look in your eyes, unaware that the word you just said was the bullet in the lid. It's heartbreak in slow motion, a car crash in a frame. Every second is an ocean, drowning in your name. I can see the ending before the pain begins, watching the world cave in, frame by frame, emotion by emotion, heartbreak in slow motion. You turned to the door, took a breath, took a step. I'm analyzing every promise we kept. The light from the window is dragging across the floor. I don't think I can speed this up anymore. The silence is loud, a siren screams, tearing apart the seams. Oh, fast forward, please, just let it be done. Let me skip to the setting sun, but gravity holds me, suspending the fall. I have to feel it all. It's heartbreak in slow motion, a car crash in a frame. Every second is an ocean, drowning in your name. I can see the ending before the pain begins, watching the world cave in, frame by frame, emotion by emotion, heartbreak in slow motion. I catch myself speaking in the present day, like you're just at work or on your way. I set two plates, then I stare at the floor. Forgot I don't need to unlock the door. The grammar of us is hard to rewrite. I'm struggling to conjugate the lonely night. It used to be we are, now it's just I was, breaking my heart just because I have to shift the stories that made sense and bury our love in the past tense. I loved you, I held you, I knew you, but I can't say I have you anymore. The photos are frozen, static and still, a monument built on a dusty windowsill. I hate how the language forces me to choose between what I had and what I had to lose. Is becomes was and have becomes had. The smallest changes hurt the most, and that's sad. I'm studying history of a civilization of two, trying to solve the mystery of how to talk Clock is ticking on the wall. It sounds like thunder in the hall. I'm sitting perfectly still. Hands on the table, paid the bill. The sunlight's hitting on the floor just like it did the day before. But there's a ringing in my ear, a frequency that only I can hear. I'm breathing in a rhythm, 1, 2, 3. But the air feels like it's choking me. Everything is heavy, everything is light. I'm falling through the floorboards while I'm sitting upright. It's a quiet kind of violence, a riot in the silence. I'm screaming with my mouth shut tight, burning down the house without a light. Nobody looks, nobody sees the hurricane bringing me to my knees. It's loud, it's loud, it's loud inside this cloud. You ask me if I'm doing fine. I traced the wood grain in the pine. I nodded yes and took a sip while the world began to tear and rip. The tea is warm, the cup is cold. I feel 1,000 years old. I'm watching you from far away, trapped behind the pain of Don't touch the glass, it's going to break. How much more of this can I take? The static is rising, the colors are wrong. I've been pretending for way too long. I've been pretending for way too The clock is ticking on the wall. It didn't happen after all. Just quiet, just quiet. The porch light is flickering, it's burning out, just like the silence, just like the doubt. I swept the leaves off the welcome step today. Even though I know you're miles away, I told myself I'd change the locks this week, but my resolve is getting weak. 'Cause I left the key under the mat, just in case you wanna come back. I know it's foolish, I know it's unsafe, but I need to hold a little space for the sound of your boots on the wood, for the chance that maybe you could. It's right where you left it, right where we sat, the rusted key. say I should move along, that holding a vigil is getting it wrong. But they didn't see how you looked at the door, like you didn't wanna leave anymore. So I'll keep the secret, a bronze little prayer hidden beneath the coarse woven layer. Maybe a thief will come in the night, take what is left, turn out the light. But I'd rather lose everything I own than you come home to a house of stone. So I left the key under the mat, just in case you wanna come back. It's right where you left it, right where we sat, the rusted key under the mat. It was buried in the laundry pile, like a landmine made of cotton. I haven't seen this shade of gray in a while. I thought it was forgotten. Its size large, a little frayed at the hem, has a coffee stain on the sleeve. I held it up against the light again and found it hard to breathe. I should throw it in the wash, I should give it away. But if I clean it now, would the memories fade to gray? I'm still wearing the shirt you left behind. It hangs off my shoulders, it messes with my mind. It smells like rain and your cheap cologne, the only piece of you that I still own. I'm wrapped in a ghost, pretending you're kind, safe inside the shirt you left behind. I slept in it on Tuesday night, pulled the fabric over my hands. I tricked myself, if I squeezed my eyes tight, I could stick to the old plans. But the morning light is cruel and cold, and the fabric's wearing thin. Just another story that we never told, just a layer on my skin. I'm still wearing the shirt you left behind. It hangs off my shoulders, it messes with my mind. It smells like rain and your cheap cologne, the only piece of you that I still own. I'm wrapped in a January, still August is dragging its feet against the sill. There's half a bottle of sunscreen on the shelf. I'm packing boxes, talking to myself. The heat wave broke on a Tuesday night, just like we did without a fight. And the days are getting shorter now, the golden hour is turning gray. I tried to hold the sunset back, but you were already miles away. So blame it on humidity, blame it on the things we didn't say. We burned too bright and burned out fast, like a firework in the light of day. Now the leaves are turning on the pavement, counting up the cost of the summer we lost. Yeah, the summer we lost. Found a Polaroid underneath the couch. We were laughing, I forget what about. Your eyes looked like the ocean then, before the tide came rushing in. Now the boardwalk is quiet, the tourists are gone, and I'm still here, holding on. Yeah, the days are getting shorter now, the golden hour's turning gray. I tried to hold the sunset back, but you were already miles away. So blame it on humidity, blame it on the things we didn't say. We burned too bright and burned out fast, like a firework in the light of day. Now the leaves are turning on the pavement, counting up the cost of the summer we lost. Oh, did we waste it? Did we taste it just to spit it out? I'm freezing in this heat, choking on the doubt. September's at the door, and you're not here anymore. The cicada stops singing, the silence is loud, just a ghost of a sunburn in the middle of a crowd. It's gone, the summer we lost. I kept the cork inside the bottle for a week. I kept my posture straight, I didn't dare to speak. I told my friends I'm doing better, doing fine. I built a fortress out of I don't care in time. But now the sun is gone, the room is turning blue. defenses crumble with a sip or two. The sober version of myself is such a liar. He walks through ice and swears he's never felt the fire. But the glass is in my hand, and I can't keep up the command. Oh, the red spills on the table like a stain, and suddenly I'm saying your name again. I can hide it in the morning, wear a mask until the night, but I can't escape the truth in the wire. No, I can't outrun the truth in the wire. It says I'm yours, it says you're gone, it says I'm dying. One glass to take the edge off, two to make me numb, three to remember where the heartache's coming from. It's funny how a vintage tastes like bittersweet goodbyes. It unlocks every door I lock to keep away your eyes. The heavy curtain falls, the audience has left. It's just me and this intoxicating theft. The sober version of myself is strong and cold. He swears the story of us is getting old, but the bottle's getting light, and I'm losing all the fight. Oh, the red spills on the table like a stain, and suddenly I'm screaming your name again. I can hide it in the morning, wear a mask until the night, but I can't escape the truth in the why. No, I can't outrun the truth in the why. It says I'm yours, it says you're gone. If I just put the glass down, maybe silence would be sweet. But the silence is the loudest place where you and I still meet. So pour another round, let the walls come crashing down. The room is spinning slow, the bottle is dry. I guess I've run out of the tears I had to cry. The morning's coming soon to tell its lie that I'll be fine. But tonight there's only truth in the wine. The check engine light is a burning orange sun. It's been on for weeks, but I haven't told no one. I'm sitting in the driveway, key turned to the left, just listening to the engine holding its breath. The sun hits the plastic, revealing the gray layer of dust from the days you've been away. I I reached for a rag to wipe it all clean, to scrub out the memory of where we have been. But my hand stopped shaking halfway to the glass. I can't bring myself to make this moment pass, 'cause there's traces on the dashboard where you used to rest your feet. 2 little heel marks in the passenger seat. I know it's just dirt, I know it's just dust, but wiping them away feels like breaking a trust. So I drive through the city with the evidence there, just traces on the dashboard, and a ghost in the air. There's a receipt in the cup holder for coffee and tea, dated last October 10/23. The ink is getting faded, the paper is thin. If I throw it out, where do I begin? Do I strip the whole car? Do I sell it for parts? How do you dismantle these mechanical hearts? 'Cause there's traces on the dashboard where you used to rest your feet. 2 little heel marks in the passenger seat. I know it's just dirt, I know it's just dust, but wiping them away feels like breaking a trust. So I drive through the city with the evidence there, just traces on the dashboard, and a ghost in the air. They say if you clean it, the value goes up. Polish the chrome and throw out the cup, but the value to me is the mess that you made. I'm terrified, darling, that the smudge is gonna fade. Let it gather and grow. It's the only way I can keep you, I know. Yeah, I'll leave the dust, just traces on the dashboard. There's a coffee shop on 4th and Main. I drove past it yesterday in the pouring rain. I almost pulled in, out of habit, I guess, to order 2 lattes, no more, no less. But then I remembered the silence in the car, and how the distance between us is now quiet and far. So I kept on driving, eyes fixed on the gray, just watching the memories washing away. And I hate that the sunset still looks the same. I this city still knows your name. The paint on the walls, the crack in the door, the Sunday mornings we don't have anymore. It's a heavy ghost walking through this house, touching everything that used to be ours. Yeah, it used to be ours. Found a receipt in my winter coat and a half-written line from a birthday note. I can't throw them out, but I can't look for long. It feels like listening to a broken song. My friends stop asking, they say time will heal, but they don't know how cold this apartment feels. When the movie ends and there's no one to say, did you like the ending or how was your day? And I hate that the sunset still looks the same. I hate that this city still knows your name. The paint on the walls, the crack in the door, the Sunday mornings we don't have anymore. It's a heavy ghost walking through this house, touching everything. Yeah, it used to be ours. It used to be ours. Just how we planned the names for the kids, the places we go, the things that we did. I have to let go, I have to give back the keys to a kingdom that faded to black. But I hate that the sunset still looks the same. I hate that this city still knows your name. The paint on the walls, the crack in the door, the Sunday mornings we don't have anymore. It's a heavy ghost walking through this house, touching everything that used to be ours.